Hi. Hi. Hello, love. You up? Is that a good sleep? Yeah. Hello, everybody. I hope you're all very well. Betty here. I make a Feel Good Friday vlog, which I post every Friday, of course, and I ramble on about cats, plants, snacks, and knickknacks. So if you're into any of the above, take a seat, come on in. Everybody's welcome. Thank you very much. It's been a bit of a strange week in England this week. I can't pretend it hasn't affected everybody. It's certainly affected me quite profoundly. God, just it's a never-ending, relentless spew of creepy men everywhere, just in plain sight. I'm sure if you haven't seen the news, well, you know what, if you haven't seen the news, good for you. Stay away from the news. Hi, love. What is it? What is it? I love. You're all close and out of focus. Hi, darling. So yes, if you're new here, I'm Betty. I make a feel-good vlog, post it every Friday, and I am always assisted by my glamorous assistant. This is my daughter, Begonia Coconut. I actually found her when I was out looking for a plant. And that was the best day of my life. What? You're too close, you're all fuzzy. You can never be too close to me. You're too close to the people. Could it be food? Don't food. I'm reading your mind. What does it say? It says food. Come on then. Right, we're back. She's on some new food. It's fantastic. She's a delicate little creature. As I said, I found her as a stray in a garden centre, and she was approximately 5 or 6 months old, but I think she'd already had quite a horrific early life. I think she'd had a litter of kittens, and very, 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 very young, because she had all the signs, and also she'd already been neutered when I took her to the vets to be neutered, which is just strange, very, very strange. But anyway, she's got a little bit of a sensitive stomach, and I spend 24 hours a day, 365 days of the year, my entire life, thinking about her bowels. That's all I think about. I spend my whole waking and sleeping life thinking about my cat's bowels. And they're worth thinking about because they're quite amazing. No end of entertainment. But it's basically just about keeping one step ahead of the war, just like my normal life. Yeah, oh God, yeah. See, honestly, I seriously do. Sometimes, there she goes, she's trotting up to the kitty litter. Oh God, please use it. Please don't make a statement. It's got quiet. There'll be some thunderous digging and kicking and scratching in a minute, hopefully. Yeah, so it's basically I have to keep sort of one step ahead of her ever-changing needs, and I've tried her on the finest quality. I've tried her on dry, wet combination. There she's in. She's digging for England, and I've tried her on everything. But usually, you have to keep a cat's diet exactly the same. Any changes can cause some serious tummy upsets. But with her, you have to sort of wait for the signs that she's come to the end of her choosing of a certain type of food. So then it starts to go a bit wrong. Dig, dig, dig. And I have to change the food straight away. But it sort of creeps up over the space of about 2 weeks, and then we change food. So I've just started a new phase of food, and she is like a wolf. Loves it. I just wish I enjoyed any of my snacks as much as she's enjoying this new food. Amazing. Literally, the transformation is incredible. It's instant. And then she'll be crazy about this food for however long. Never know how long it's going to be. And then this food isn't right. This food. No. Change the food. Come on, love. Come on. So I have to change the food. And then we start all over again. It's great fun. Right then. So this week, cool. Get in the bin. Pick any of your 7 bins to put this week in. Seriously, I cannot cope with the creepy men who are currently running this country. I know. Seriously, 7 bins. How has this creepy little man from financial services, it's like the seediest man from HR, is in charge of our lives? There's nothing. But to be honest, I feel like this most Wednesdays, so I look forward to Thursdays when I film this Feel Good vlog, because I literally make myself feel happy again by filming this and chatting to you and reading your comments. It's a struggle this week. Seriously, it is. However, I have managed to score some little treasures, and one of them actually is magnificent. Are you ready? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Yes, my friends, it's true. It's a 1970s orange-tastic picnic basket. So, to all the creepy men running the country, do you know what? This picnic basket might have just saved my life this week. I went into one of my favourite charity shops, thrift stores, and I was literally just on the run from real life, and I went in and had a good snoop around, nothing in there, and I love the women who work there. They're such great fun. And just as I was about to go on the last aisle, it's not really an aisle, it's a big charity shop for England charity shops, but it's not big like like an American Goodwill. It's actually a converted old Blockbuster store, so they've still got the old fixtures and fittings. It's great. And anyway, so yeah, I turned down the crockery aisle. Lo and behold, beaming up at me, this beauty. Oh my God. Thank you, universe. And I bent down. It was on the ground on the bottom shelf. I bent down to pick it up, and the whole thing just sort of collapsed like a clown car in my hands. At the slightest touch, I went like that, and it just went. Everything kind of rolled around, and I thought, oh, bloody hell. At the same time, one of the lovely women that works there was sort of standing nearby, and she walked up to me, she said, "You buying that?" I said, "Looks like it." And I said, honestly, if I could get this put back together in the right order, I'll take it. So it took 3 of us to carry all the strewn bits that were scattered around the floor back to a dressing table, and put all the bits on the dressing table. And I must have spent about 10 minutes. I even went on YouTube and the internet and Etsy to see if it gave me any clues on how to fix this thing back together in the right order. Because oh God, literally, honestly, it was probably more like 15 minutes if you take out all the laughing and the chatting. I'm going to take it apart for you now. Anyway, there we go. Look, it was £8. It's £8. Handle, it's quite heavy. And, oh, right. Look at it. It's so beautiful. I wonder if I should take it apart now and risk it for a biscuit. Do you know what? I haven't got any snacks today. What kind of irony is that? I've got a picnic basket and something. Most of this is about food of what I've got to show you, and I haven't got any food. Right. I tell you what. I'm just going to put it there for now. And I'll unpack it at the end, because if I unpack it now, I'll never get this made, because I'll have to spend the next 2 hours trying to put it back together. But there, look. Isn't it amazing? It's incredible. Classic 1970s, made in Hong Kong, Orange-tastic dreams. And I sort of collect this. I try to collect it. It's like gold dust these days. But it reminded me straight away. There was no way I wasn't going to buy it. It reminded me straight away of one of my most precious treasures. I haven't got anything from my childhood, and I haven't really got very much from most of my life, because I was moving around so much overseas and what have you, and around this country. So I would sort of get rid of a lot of stuff every time I moved. Do you know what? I'm trying to do that now. I'm just moving it around the house. And but one of the 3 things that I really treasure, they're all orange, is, excuse me while I change hands, this. And I bought it when I was young and fearless and powerful and beautiful and ready to take on the biggest fight of my life, and I did. And now I'm old and weak and frail. I wish I'd never fucking bothered. However, this is a reminder of how glowing and amazing I was. I bought it in Greenwich Market. I don't know. I must have been about 24, something like that. Yep, Greenwich Market. And it was out in the outside bit. I don't think it's still there. I think it's all being gentrified now. But back then, in the old days, oh, it was fantastic. It was like proper sort of wheeler dealers, junk shop traders, you know, proper geezers selling stuff from, like, you know, house clearances and what have you. And this was just sat at the end of the day. It was quite a cold, windy day, and I went walking through most of the indoor market and then out to the sort of outside bit. It's definitely gone. And there I could see in the distance, on a sort of half-emptied stall, was this glowing ball of orange cosmic delight. So I went up and I thought, oh God, that's going to be out of my budget. And I said to the man when I found him, how much is this, please? He went, 50 pence, love. And I sort of, even then, couldn't believe it. I think I double checked. I remember saying, really? And sort of staring at him. Because it wasn't the 1940s. 50 pence was still very cheap. He said, yeah, 50 pence. So I just gave him 50 pence, and I had this in my hand, and off I went to start the big fight. I thought I'd won several times. In the end, lost. Never mind, here we are. So what it is a peanut dispenser, sort of. And you got a spoon. Inside, all the party happens. Oh, look. Tiny little party bowls. It's so kind of beyond my wildest party dreams. So you'd fill that with salted peanuts, and yeah, so you'd put your Demis roux sauce on, or your Adonna Summer, if you were me. And I know, this would have been 60s, wouldn't it? Would this be 60s or 70s? Maybe 1969 or 1971. Fill that with salted peanuts. Your guests arrive. They take a little bowl. They scoop out some peanuts. And then they walk around with a cigarette in one hand, holding their peanuts, and a drink in the other hand, in their pinky finger, with their Joe Colombo glass. And yeah, party's on. This hasn't got a country of origin on it, but it definitely came out of the same factory as, beg your pardon, sorry if that was loud, as this big fella. So I reckon this is Hong Kong's finest. This is also Hong Kong. It sort of sent me down a little path, and I remembered that I bought something a few years ago. I think it was before lockdown, and it wasn't here where I live. It was over the water, and I walked into the shop, and I usually found like a lovely, interesting little treasure that I just would not believe that I was there and that I had it. And also, it was so cheap. They used to have amazing knickknacks and like little bits of vintage clothes that, I mean, you could never wear, but was so weird, it would be the best thrill. So I always had a very sort of warm fondness for this shop. So I went in one day, and there was an old fella behind the counter, and on the floor I saw something that I just couldn't believe. I just couldn't believe it. My knees bent when I saw it on sight. It was one of those primal reactions, and I said, "Oh, excuse me." I didn't even walk around the shop. I just had to have it straight away. I said, "Excuse me, how much is that, please?" And the old geezer said, "Oh, it's horrible. £1. Take it for £1." Couldn't give the old fucker £1 fast enough. I'll show you what it is. It's an authentic, original, mid-century tourist oil painting from Hong Kong. And it's in orange. I mean, I can see how he thought it was horrible. However, there you go. Honestly, gold dust. Absolute gold dust. Golden. I lived in Hong Kong. If you've listened to any of my other videos, you'll know I bang on about it all the time. But it was just like the happiest I've ever been in my life. And it means so much more when you go there and you just realize that somewhere around the world, there is somewhere that's not like England. Usually as far away from England as it can get. That's as best as it can get. Oh, God. Anyway, welcome to my Feel Good Friday vlog. I am feeling a little bit happier now. So yeah, imagine the room. Imagine that time. It smells of cigarettes, sweet perfume, Kouros aftershave, and brandy. That's what that smells of. Delicious. Right then, I feel better already, you know. Honestly, just talking to you every week on a Thursday brings me back to some sort of lovely happiness that is normally sort of whittled away over the week to Wednesday. Anyway, so Yeah, had that a while, had that forever, got that this week. Some other orange joys I've found to show you are I've got two really gorgeous vintage necklaces that I had put in my special box, in special jewelry box, and hadn't really thought about them since. I'd sort of picked them up. I think I got this one from a jewelry bag, and I think I got the other one individually, but I can't really remember. I might have bought this of its own merit. Maybe, oh, nothing's coming back to me, just little flashes of me picking it up in the flea market, but I don't know if that's my memory getting confused. But isn't that gorgeous? Like a little sort of fringe of orange balls. Gotta fix that. Like a fringe of orange balls on an old brass chain. And I've put the purple violet blouse on to highlight how gorgeous these are in orange. When would you say that was from? Would you say that was 60s? Yeah, maybe. It's all there, but I can't untwist it. Yeah, I think that's maybe 60s. Maybe 70s? Don't know. And another one I've got is this one. Oh, God. Let's all just take a moment to enjoy that. Nothing more to it than just that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh. So, yeah, this one has got, I think this might be 60s too. This one's got hard sort of plastic acrylic beads inside and aluminium. Let's see if I can remember that word with too many vowels. Eluxel. Yep, I think that's what it is. You'll know. Textured eluxel sort of cases. Aren't they lovely? They're like little nuts inside pods. I love it. I wonder if it's long enough to get around my old rugby player's neck. Isn't that beautiful? Oh. Seriously, this is medicine for me. It's therapy. I hope it's working for you too. There we go. Isn't that lovely? So that's the orangeness that I've got to show you this week, but it also made me think of these that I've had listed for quite a long time, and I can't understand why they haven't sold, because they've had so much interest. But maybe it's because they are sort of enigmatic regarding their origin, how old they are. I think that they are 80s reviving the 60s, but it's really hard to tell. So saucers and I can't pick them up, can't pick them up, can't pick them up. These cups, I just think these are absolutely fantastic. They're so mod go-go. These are like a sort of a tomato soup colour red. It's so mod. And these are sort of like a mushroom soup colour white. Sort of like a creamy white. And they are by R2S SAS Monza, made in Italy, per Alimenti. So I've tried numerous times to find out who that is. Maybe I'll have another go at the end of this recording. But look at those, aren't they fabulous? Imagine your funky steel bullet caravan tearing down the A1 and pulling it into the lay-by for your lunch, and bringing out your thermos flask and pouring out some soup or some tea and some egg sandwiches. Oh, and some egg sandwiches out of there. Oh, God. And yeah, putting all the little camping tables out and then putting it all away again and heading off into a field in Devon. I just think they're fantastic. Look at that shape. So you can mix and match the colours too. Sorry. Go, go. Brace yourself for a fast track up to the 90s. Do you remember when everywhere, all the gift shops and all the sort of lifestyle home stores were flooded with Alessi-inspired gadgets that weren't really fit for purpose? And I'm not saying this is not fit for purpose. Don't sue me, whoever you are, cappuccino frother people. But this was so Alessi-inspired. Do you remember all those little hard acrylic men and animals and creatures that were adorning every single little kitchen gadget you could think of? I've never actually tried this, but it's classic of a time. 90s. I think they still make them. This might even be new. Didn't get that this week. I've had that in the storage for a while. And what I've got to show you next is another little bit of charity shop hauling. Well, hi there. What you reading? Is it good? You know what you need? You need... Oh, you move. You need a little cushion. A little cushion in there for your neck. Isn't that adorable? New, I think. Or maybe vintage 90s. Little cat reading a book on a sofa. That's all. Couldn't leave him sat there on his own. And I got some more Christmas tree knick-knack things. I think these are probably hand home crafted. They're very well done. Maybe they are sort of professionally made. Little mushroom tree decorations in felt and a wee owl. Very surprised owl. She's heard the news, haven't we all? On a snowflake. How much did I pay for those? £1.50 for the whole set. I actually bought those at the same time as I bought the big picnic set. And I got something through the post I bought online. A little bit disappointed, not going to lie. But, you know, they can't all be bangers. I just put it on. There we are. Is that on focus? No, hang on. Let's put it like that. It's vintage, but I thought it might have been a different sort of material. But I think it's actually ceramic. I didn't think it was like an original Roman jade ring. But there's the three graces. Pretty sure it's ceramic. It's kind of hard to tell. With a bit of gilded paint around the edge and a brass ring. It's a bit squashed, but it's actually, ironically, more comfortable like that because it sort of fits neatly on your finger. And you can't put it back straight. It's really hard. You'd probably break it if you tried because it takes so much effort. But it's completely wearable. There you go. That's them. Where are they when you need them? Nowhere. And finally, the last thing I bought is something I would never normally buy, but I was just kind of desperately trying to distract myself from reality, and it is this. It's one of those vintage frameable poster books that you could get, and it's the Beer Poster Book by Will Anderson. 23 frameable turn-of-the-century wall decorations. So it's all sort of oops, I knew that was going to happen. Advertising memorabilia for breweries. And it is vintage, it's from 1977. So very different to that style, but still, that's what was going on. And, oh, Cameron House. So there's all the information about the posters, but oh, look at those thrill. bastards having fun. It's probably a naked lady coming out. Told you, straight up. God's sake. Oh, more of them having lots of jolly japes on the river. Will there be more tits next? Oh no, a lion. Quite like that one. The cam and what? I can't see over the camera. Schellinger, Indiana. Oh, he's happy. Look at his little shoes. I think I've got a pair like that upstairs. Nice bit of factory architecture, red brick. Oh, this is Detroit. Stroth's Extra. Thank God she's got some clothes on. Actually, nice bit of bandana going on there. Lovely bit of orange butterfly action. I'm not going to go through all of these. Here we go. Oh, hello. Bit of side boob. They can't help themselves, can they? What are you selling? Beer barrels. How are we going to sell it? Tits. Yes, madam. I love your boa and your parasol. It's 5 minutes away from her getting her tits out for beer. Sorry, can you tell I'm a little bit angry? There we go. Oh, she loves her beer. Oh no, she loves her tambourine. I wonder what. Nice. Bolo, be on the lookout for. Two more ladies. And that lot. Oh, hold on to your big hats, girls. I like her. She looks like she's about to do some damage with that. Okay, that one and that one. Oh, very nice. Very nice. That lot. So there we are. We survived it. We survived another week. Another feel good vlog. Probably not as feel good as it normally is, but yeah, I think we're all in agreement that that's fair enough. So let's see if we can all survive another week. Let's stick together, please. Oh, go on, give me a thumbs up for the revolution. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd be absolutely delighted if you made it this far in my mood, my thunderous mood. It's completely free. That would be amazing. And now I am off to finish the 3rd chapter of my book that has only taken me 6 years to get this far. I'm halfway through the 3rd chapter. I write them in about a week, so that's 2 weeks out of 6 years. Sorry, I just cut myself off because I was literally rambling. So yeah, off I go. See if I can finish this chapter before the end of this year. And I wish you all lots of happy treasure hunting. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I'll go and see if I can find Begonia. She's probably in a post-food coma. Bye-bye. Oops, I completely forgot. I've got to open this and show you what's inside. It's amazing, honestly. It was all those creepy men. Let's get everything out of the way. The creepy men out of the way. Oh, that's not going to do it, is it? Hang on. Yes, made it. Right. So here we are. One massive, great big chunk of plastic fantastic. And you lovely 2-finger hole in the top. That slides off. Oh, the dream, the squircle, the 70s squircle. It makes me happy. So that's the lid. And look what's inside. Yes, people. It's not been used. Oh, God. Right. Okay. So you get salt and pepper. They went rolling across the floor. I'm like, oh, this is being used. Oh my God. Everybody party. Sorry. Not sorry. You get them. I wonder what happens if we take the top off them. Oh, let's not do that again. Oh no. Anyone got any peanuts? So you get them. Cups, 4 little beakers. Can you imagine giving that to a child in this day and age? There you go, love. There's your thimble of pop. Gone. Fabulous. Oh, they're so gorgeous. That's them. 4 of them. Cutlery. I wonder if this is being used in seal. Yeah. Okay. So we've got everything, I think. Yep. 4 knives. 4 forks. 4 spoons. Now this is where it gets very sort of quantum and Krypton factor. Krypton factor. Do you remember that? The quiz from the 70s where they had to put things together? That was the favourite round. I love that. So, right, okay, this comes off. Well, it came off a lot easier in the shop, I tell you that. I just looked at it and it came apart. So hang on, I think it's this handle. There we go. So you got that. As you can see, plate. I wonder if you use that for filling while you're on the beach or in the park or by the side of the road in a lay-by. We've got, this is why I thought it was unused. So we've got the squircle plates with the paper. This has never been used. No, look. I think someone's had it out for presentation purposes, but never actually used it. So you've got 4 dinner plates. Yep. And then you've got another layer. Somebody please remind me how this goes back together. I got that. Oh yeah, you can use that as a tray. And then inside the bottom, oh my God, you've got 4 little bowls for pudding. A tiny little bit of cake, tiny little French fancy fondant affair, and some bowls, big bowls for like a couscous Moroccan salad. Oh yeah, or a big slab of lasagna. I don't know where that came from. I don't know. I was suddenly transported to the 70s and lasagna. Got any vegetarian lasagna, please? Aubergines. So there we go. 4 bowls. Put you there. And a little basket for carrying pebbles and stones from the beach. Oh, isn't that amazing? There we go. So that's all the stuff from the picnic basket. Sorry I forgot to do that. And right, okay, so that's it. That's definitely it now. Just a little second of begonia. I found her. If you just hang on for one more second, I'll show you where she was. She was hiding. So thanks again. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. Stay away from creepy men. If you're a creepy man, stay away from women. Just stay away. Hello. Hello. Hello, darling. Oh, sorry. Go back to sleep.